it a dead heat? I think we've got a dead heat.
This is going to work well for Oily again.
Yes,
both.
Oh, yes. Oh, that Corvette is fine.
Look at how many cars are trying to go through here. They're 3 wide coming through. Squiddy's got fed out into the wall. They're 2 wide coming up through the cutting.
Oh, he's making a move on Viking Racer now into the dipper and does it. He's gone around the outside into the dipper. What a move.
Oh, he runs a little bit wide. He's on the grass.
Keep it clean. Come on, Oil, bring it home. It's
Showman's got the run.
Stand finish. Who's going to get it? Showman's got it. Oh, he's just taken out the lead on Oil.
Left side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely. Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the position around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 3 wide. Adam's going wide. Adam's going deep on the brakes on the Rexy. Gets the pass done. Goes Adam from
Fourth to first.
What a move.
Hello and welcome to round 16 of Wheel to Wheel Racing. Tonight we have the Division 2 guys taking on Lago Maggiore on the GP layout, and I can't talk about it all by myself, so I've got my good mate LP Almonds in the commentary box with me tonight. How you going, matey?
Yeah, very good, Goat. Thank you very much for the intro. I think it should be some really cracking race tonight here. It's really a lot of fun, and I must say, I don't think you could have any more fun with your clothes on than race around this track on a set of slicks that are well and truly worn out. So I think we probably should get old Mr. Baggins to kick it off if we could.
Yeah, and not only we have Almonds, we also have the lovely Mr. Captain Lowside in the on visuals for us today. How you going, Cap?
Goat, you are far too kind. I'm doing very well, thank you. I've had a busy day and I'm keen to kick back, watch some Div 2 and bring you guys some lovely visuals to the eyeballs of all of our viewers.
Yeah, got to get that. Got to get those pictures to the eyeballs. But yeah, without further ado, we should try and kick this off as soon as we can. I believe that is everyone ticked in, and ZD has announced the track is open.
Yeah.
So yeah, out on track here. The first race here has a 1 lap hot lap qualifying. So everyone just goes out and does an out lap and their best hot lap, and that's it. So it's a real high stakes qualifying session here. If you make one mistake, you're probably going to be middle to the back of the pack because this series is so tight.
I've always been a fan of the 1 lap qualies. It exactly like you say, it puts everything on the line, and you have to nail it. You can't go 110%. You've got to rein yourself in a little bit and just put in a really solid lap without being super quick. You just can't afford to make mistakes. But before we get bogged down in details, let's do a quick run through the field, gentlemen. Go, take it away. Yeah,
that is true. So up the front for the moment, we have the real Baggins driving for Fangit Racing in that AMG. And then behind him, we've got Palmer 86 in the Scuderia Quadrifoglio car.
Following him, we have Broken Spoke from Team TDR. And he's in the little Alpha. And then we have Troy HQ from Drive 25, and he's running around in the GTR.
Yeah, and then behind him, another Fangit driver in Luck Goes My Way. And then also Baker Boy in the TDR machine. Mr. Iceman in the Ferrari.
Yeah, following him we have MCDC again in the Supra from Drive 25, proudly supported by Hybrid Ag. And then we have Big Red Ralph, I think he may be filling in tonight in the Honda NSX for Damn Hexicans.
Yeah, I think you could be right there. And then following him we have DJ Swinger in the Scuderia Quadrifoglio Mobile. And then behind him we have Gimpman, is now a full-time driver in the Future Studios entry.
Following him, we have the other Damn Hexicans driver, the favourite, Mr. Zeezy. See what sort of show he puts on tonight without his mate Pagani around. And then following him, we have Euthrolic Straw He's running around from Future Studios racing in the Corvette, so should be some interesting racing out there tonight for sure.
That was a topic that we generally talk about, but I always find interesting to ask of the commentators. If you were doing one lap, where would you want to be right now? Would you want to be in line with about 5 or 6 cars that we can see down the back straight here, or clean air, more the likes of ZD?
When I do it, I'd probably prefer to pick a guy I know is really quick in the group. Leave a little gap just in case he makes a mistake, but just follow him. There's some good braking marking indicators around the track, and then you seem to put together a pretty good lap. If he does make a mistake, you can guarantee to use his slip a little bit and get that little gain along the way.
Go. How about yourself?
Yeah. Well, it depends what kind of car you're in, really. Like if you're in a slower car, you'd probably look for a tow, but I've been in the Merc and it's been pretty good, pretty decent in a straight line, so it's not too bad on its own. As we got the guys coming through now, Troy out for a provisional pole by 200 somehow, followed by Lucky, and Mac has just popped in third there with a pretty decent number.
Seeing an absolute smattering of times crossing the line.
Yeah, some big names at the back here as Gimp comes across the line with it. Oh, he's had a bit of a shocker actually. Yes. 3.5 seconds off the pace. Yeah. ZD round in the last corner now. Comes over the line with a
only to third.
High 55. Yeah. It's not too bad. One more over the line is Uthrolic, who hasn't had the best result either.
His time's red too, so I wonder if there is something a little bit more untoward with his lap there, something that was not entirely clean. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
But, you throw it down 11th.
Yeah. So
I
there you go.
did see with Straw at the start of that lap, he did have a damaged front bumper. So I dare say something's happened there early. So
yeah. So we do have Troy off pole for race 1 with his 55.4, which is a cracking lap straight off the bat. Like you were saying, Cap, how it's so hard to stitch up one lap together under all that pressure.
Sorry, no, yeah. What was the difference between Luck and Troy? I think it was 2 100ths of a second, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 100ths, nothing in it really.
Super tight, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so great stuff from those lads. I don't think anyone should be too disappointed with that. Like ZD, even though he's 4th, that McLaren gets such a good launch. I think he'll be in really good stead by the end of the first sector. But yeah, we might kick it off.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Give me a bit of a rundown of what race 1 is going to include. Is it a sprint? Is it a bit more of a tyre strategy? Yep. Are we expecting rain? I've noticed some wet tyres as mandatory, so fill me in.
Yeah. So it is a 7-lap race. Well, a sprint round this weekend, but we are starting with a 7-lap race, and it's soft tyres thing. But we might jump on board with maybe Baggins in P5 there.
Let's do it.
In that Merc. So we've got 5 lights, and we are racing. Baggins, fair bit of wheel spin off the line, makes the most of it. Baker coming up the inside. Baggins tries to cover, couldn't quite get it done. You can see Baggins nice and carefully into turn 1. Gets a little tap, holds it. Little tap on Baker there. It's actually pretty clean. A lot cleaner than Div 1 was, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a super tricky, complex corners to go too wide,
it is.
So many deep, and try and figure yourself out. There's a little bit of jostling
that
I can see, sort of 7th and 8th, but otherwise, incredibly clean. Really, really well done.
It's what you want to see in these races. The guys know that lap 1, you're not going to win it all. Got to be smart about it, and let's get through the couple laps, get in a groove, and then start making your move and your momentum from there.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the big upset at the moment. The championship leader is in 12th at the moment, so Gimpman not having the greatest of starts here, and there's only about 14. He's gone on the grass. Managed to hold it though. So there's only about 14, 15 points between those lads.
So
Yeah,
incredibly
so-
tight for the championship lead. So you mentioned earlier that Gimp is now a full-time driver for Future Studios. Has he filled in for something?
ZD's just dropped 2 spots there. Troy's going up the inside. ZD's gone a little bit wide there. Swinger's gone for a lunge. He's just dropped 4 spots
no.
nearly.
Baggins is around.
No. Oh, Baggins has gone round.
Yeah.
If we get a... Ooh, maybe... Were you on board with that one, Cap?
No, it wasn't. Was he back?
He's in 12th now.
Let's see if we
Yeah.
can cue something up real quick. There we go. Gran Turismo wants to play ball. On board. He's taken a bit of it. Yeah, he's just touched some grass on the outside of the entry of the right-hander, and that's all she wrote. Sent him into a bit of a spin. Put him on the inside wall, and yeah, he stayed out of trouble for the most part of it, and it was nice to not be an obstruction on track and regain track position. Did so very well.
Yeah. Well, back up the front. Like we said, we had a little bit of a lead change with ZD dropping down into 4th place. I reckon...
better make you
might
dive.
even have a crack on Troy there. Little bit of contact, but he's made it. I was going to say, Mr. Tombo with these 2 Drive 25 cars in the top 4, he'd be rubbing his little ET hands together looking at this. This is good, man. Yeah, but I might just stick on board with Troy here, because watch this GTR wind up on this straight, and he might even have a crack at ZD in the NASCAR here.
Yeah. Baker Boy just lost 3 positions. Just got a bit of grass there. So it's better to lose 4th.
Ooh, DJ Swinger gets a bit wild on the exit with a hairpin. With the big Banky Boy, as it's also known. It looks like Gimp's around in the background there as well. Let's see if I can-
Whoa.
It doesn't seem to be his show tonight. The Lambo really not playing ball.
It looks like a bit of a hassle here. I must say, Suit Lad had a lot of trouble with it in Div 1 not even an hour ago. It was, it looked like a bit of a pig.
Yeah, and it really did just display that there. We had a quick replay, and it didn't look like Gimp did anything wrong. It didn't seem that he made a mistake, but just halfway around the Banky Boy, it just oversteered, and the back end came around, and there he was basically uncatchable. So the old Lambo not playing too nice.
Yeah. Well, this is... I'm just having a look at the points here, and Lucky is in 2nd place here, and he's in front of ZD, which is pretty ideal. 14 points behind ZD. So, like, a couple of finishes in front of him, and maybe even if he can get Macca is just ideal for his championship prospect. And yeah, we are closing down to the tail end of the season now, only having this one and another 2 rounds to go. So you really got to start thinking about getting some solid results, and yeah, trying to wrap up a championship.
DJ Swiggins is having a pretty good battle. He's got Straw right on his bum at the moment and Spoke in front of him, so he might be able to get a draft down here into Banky Boy. No.
Move. Spoke's holding the outside quite well. Spoke's going to have the advantage coming into this next left-hander. They are still side by side, so maybe Spoke's just playing a bit of a longer game. The Alpha is very good on his tires, so I'm sure the GT40 and the Vet want to make past Spoke to be able to make use of their tires. So we'll see what happens here. But it looks like, yeah, no, they're staying in formation for this point in time.
Yeah. Pretty much. But we've kind of got everyone nearly spreading out a little bit. There's about 7/10 between everybody. I'd say our close... Yeah, I'd say our closest battle is this top 3 with ZD raging up to the back of Lucky and Macca here.
So
if I'm
must
lucky,
have happened early on. So ZD was 4th off the grid, and then you mentioned he made his way up into 1st. So that McLaren start.
Yeah.
absolute rocket, and
Yeah.
we've obviously missed something that shot him back to fourth, and now he's on a bit of a warpath to try and regain that famed first position.
Yeah, I did catch the end of that. He was coming out of NASCAR, that big banked corner, and he did dip a few wheels in the dirt, I believe, and then that's what's cost him all those spots.
Incredibly easy to do.
Oh yeah, very, very, very easy. But yeah, he's got it all to do now. If I'm lucky, I probably want to try and make a move on Makadaka. Just because ZD is not going to be happy to sit behind. He's going to want to make a move. And just having that car behind you as a buffer is really going to help you.
He's around.
He's gone round.
He's around.
Oh no.
I'll have to queue up
It's all gone wrong.
there, but something's gone wrong with Uthrolic as well. He just dropped several positions down the straight, so maybe
Yeah,
a
right.
penalty to them. Anyway, who were we
Yeah.
meant to be on with? ZD.
ZD. He's going round.
Replay up. Unfortunate for ZD. I'm sure he'll be watching and listening. But coming down the hill on the back straight, everything's looking so fine so far. He's taken a wide entry into the big banky boy. And yeah, just a bit of an upset tail end has shot him out sideways and speared him into the wall. Yellow flags have come out. Green flag just after the incident. But yeah, he's regained control of his car and has slotted back into that 8th place. So it's super unfortunate for ZD there.
Yeah,
He'll definitely be pushing the next couple of laps to try and make up a couple of spots for the end of the race. But
yeah, that's I was talking to Knuckles during the week. He's finding that the MR's layout of vehicle really struggle at that corner because of just because the back kind of wants to come round even when you're pointing in a straight line on exit. It keeps wanting to come round. There's a bit of a battle here for 6 as Palmer is trying to make a move on Ralph. They're going to go side by side. Ralph actually backs out of it, which is good stuff.
On the exit here, he's taking
Oh.
a defensive line. ZD is going to show his nose in and actually make up 2 positions in one corner. So as we
Great
said
there.
before, ZD is on a bit of a warpath and tries to cut Palmer's nose off into the essence.
Yeah, Palmer really thought about retaliating there, but that was really close. That could have all ended up in the wall.
Could have ended up bad for everyone.
Yeah, a really expensive mistake, but they come out of it all right. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is only helping Macca and Lucky kind of escape the field. Really, they've got a 1.8 second gap now. They just need to, just keep it going, keep it consistent.
Sit pretty for another couple of laps, but it's. I'm not sure who I'd rather be, Luck or MCDC. MCDC's certainly got the pressure on. It seems like Luck stayed within that sort of half a second to 0.7 of a second bracket the entire race. So as soon as MCDC makes a mistake, Lucky is there to pounce. But at the same time, Lucky just may not have the pace to be able to make an attack and potentially make a move without MCDC making a mistake. So keep it clean, and look, MCDC might be in a good spot for a race 1 win.
Yeah, as you say that, I've just gone for a look through the field, and MCDC has the worst tyres in the whole field by a long ways. Yeah, his fronts are very toast.
Oh, you can tell,
yeah.
MCDC was way wider on the exit of that right-hander than Lucky was.
So I'd say Lucky is in the box seat at the moment, but it's only a lap and a half to go. Only a lap and a half to go if Macca can defend for that long. That Supra is very gifted in a straight line.
It is incredibly quick. It has no right being as fast as it is in a straight line, but having held up several drivers around the Nürburgring a couple of seasons ago, I do know the pressure that you feel driving the Supra with everyone on your tail through the corners and then just not able to make a move on the straights. That's the prime example right there. Unless Luck can get it done under braking, he's going to stay in second place for another lap.
Yeah. And
I think Lucky's probably patient enough to understand his tyres have probably gone on that Supra in front of him, and you can tell by the action of his car in front of him the way it's behaving, so He knows that last lap's coming up, and I'm sure he'll make the move accordingly when he gets a chance.
Smart racer.
Nearly got it there.
I was just wondering, Almonds, what are the where are the places to go for a move here? Because it might be a little bit tricky. There's a couple of pretty single file corners here, so where would you have a crack?
Depending on how cooperative the other person actually is that you're playing with, because I find even here at turn 1, if you can get this inside here and cut across the nose of the other car, you block that next corner, and then they're sort of boxed out pretty easy there.
Lucky puts it down the inside turn
There he
2.
goes.
Oh, Macca holds it well. That was really good drive in there to spot Lucky and leave him a car with, as he's going to have another crack through 4. Macca defends it well, puts his car in the right spot.
Troy showing his nose for good value too.
Oh yeah, Troy's raged right up to the back.
Very mixy.
Yeah, if
Troy's got the right line there.
He does too. Look at this.
Yeah,
he's got the run.
He's going to be compromised here.
Yeah, Macca
just hasn't quite got it.
If Macca can, no, Macca's run wide. Troy's just raging up the back. Yeah, if MCDC plays his cards right, he could back him up into Troy. But
I've got my money on Troy, mate.
Yeah, Troy's winding this thing up down this back straight. Lucky knows he's gone defensive. Troy's gone further to the inside. He might have it. Lucky has that bit of little bit more top end and holds. Yeah, holds P2.
Punch it, mate. Punch it.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Now Lucky's, mate, Macca's front left.
Macca's got no tyre, none at all.
Yeah. Oh, you could see it throughout right-hander.
Cards so right here. He cannot understeer wide on any corner. Otherwise, Luck will just swoop on by. Even right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. He defends it. Oh, he's gone wide though. He's gone
Troy's
wide.
Got him.
Lucky has the run.
Nah, MCDC's got the
looking all over him.
Looking for a shot. Wow, Lucky's in such a tough position. He's got to attack and defend, but all things said and done. MCDC
Credit to Macca
for the win. Lucky in second place and Troy rounding out the podium. What a last couple of laps.
Great show. Spoke coming in 4th position there from TDR.
Yeah, Swinger with a brilliant fill-in drive. He's actually a fill-in for tonight, so well done, Swinger. Palmer taking out P6, Frolic 7th, Baker Boy 8th, ZD, unfortunate race, I don't think he wanted there for P9. Baggins, another bit of a shocker there, and Ralph comes across the line, and then Gimp, the big surprise there is he's lost his rear left actually, so that's he's really in struggle street at the moment. That Lamborghini is not happening for him.
It looks like an absolute animal to drive at this point in time, so I'm feeling for Gimp. Yeah, see, it's just not playing ball at all.
See those front engine rear drive cars, they wear the fronts because most of the weight's at the front, and you can still drive around there, just a little bit understeering, but for poor old Gimp, engines in the back, so you really need your rears around here just to get on the power, and for rear grip is so important to those fast corners.
Weight transfer will absolutely bite, but congratulations to MCDC taking out a race 1 victory here, 2 positions raised, and fantastic final lap battle with Troy and Luck.
Definitely. That'll actually mix up the championship just nicely with ZD struggling down the back there. So.
Yeah, it's going to bring Macca into it as well. He is currently lacking about 100 points off the back of Lucky and Pagani and ZD, so that's quite good for his campaign there. But while we have a break between race 1 and race 2, I think we might try and ride some ads, Cap.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Perfect opportunity. We'll be back with you all in just a short moment.
I'm a gamer, a foodie, a boss lady. I am sporty, outdoorsy, outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
is the same. But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
Dog walking,
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Hello, and thank you very much to our sponsors, and a big special thank you to our major sponsor, Promoval, for sponsoring this season of World Wheel Racing. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do week in and week out. So we are back. We've just wrapped up race 1 with a cracking finish between the top 3, Macca, Lucky and Troy. That was a brilliant end to that race. And we start looking forward to race 2, which is a 8-lap race on the medium compound, and it is a no stop, and everyone is about to do a 1-lap qualifying again. So for all 3 races tonight, there is a 1-lap qualification, and yeah, so it's all on the line to try and do a decent, solid lap, and you only get one shot at it.
Yeah, it's again we find ourselves in the same position as race 1, and I personally like these ones. I have never been a much of a qualifying person myself. I always end up sort of midfield and make my way back on or throughout the race really, and make some overtakes. So it's good to get just that little bit more of a level playing field when we're looking at that, because quick guys can't go super quick, because if they bin it, then it's no good for anyone. Well, it's good for me, not good for them.
Yeah, that's very true.
We're right to get these lads off the go, mate.
Yeah, we'll start kicking them off.
No worries.
So I did notice that the wet tyres were mandatory earlier tonight as well. So are we expecting rain, gentlemen?
No, I don't think they're mandatory.
Okay. Maybe just a room setting giving me a little glimmer of hope of some mid-race rain.
Yeah, no, I hate to break it to you, but there is no rain set at this track. You can't make it rain.
Fair enough. Oh, you can't even make it rain. That's just
no. I know, it doesn't rain in Italy.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're all out on the grid there. Sorry, out on track. Everyone's looking pretty racy, with Troy leading us around with his left indicator on. How nice.
Who are you picking for this one, Goat?
Oh,
Top of the table.
Could be anyone. I've got a little bit of faith in ZD now. I think he's got to have a good one under his belt somewhere. And he's got his right indicator on, so I don't know what the guys are up to with their indicators tonight. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, must be good luck or something. But yeah, I am expecting a bit of a heater out of ZD. I reckon it's going to be a heater or a binner.
Given he pulled off of excuse me, given he pulled off a 54 point, what was it, 6 I think in the race. Understandably lower fuel, sure, still on soft tyres, but I reckon he's got his eye in now, and he will be keen to make amends for race 1. Keep things just that little bit more clean, and yeah, stay towards the front end of the grid.
Yeah, that's it. I think he should be on an absolute flyer this one. I think he'll give caution to the wind and send it round. As we got Troy coming around the last corner, we might actually go on board with Troy and see how he does a lap here in this GTO. Might go in the cabin as he fires it through turn 1, down to second gear.
Jeez,
hits that apex very late, jumping it, holds second actually through 2. Nice on the power. I'm going to go over the right hand side, off the throttle through 3, and then back on the brakes, flick it, or keeps in third, a little wide there. Probably might have looked for second, but found third works for him. Going up to mobile corner, down to second gear, up to third again, using all the exit. Yeah, very late apex. Goes through the S's here. Want to brake once, turning in, and then flat through the right left. And this is a really tricky part of the track to get right. If you muck that up, you ruin your run onto the straight. But he's not done it too bad there. And we're going up under the bridge. Yeah, up under the bridge for the sector time. And you want to brake it 50 here. It's very hard braking zone uphill, so you can brake super late. Just glance that apex, use all the track. And then this one you want to kind of keep tyre squeal to a minimum, so you want to gently turn the wheel left and right. Keep all your inputs really smoothly through there. Jumping on the brake at the 50 board, down to third gear, keep it on the ripple strip through there, off the throttle again, holding third. Nicely done, that was pretty good through there. And then you want to jump hard on the middle pedal, down to third here, smash that apex on the left and use all this runoff on the right, and that is a pretty decent lap there for Troy. Just comes across the line with a 56.5. Pretty respectable.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very respectable. And Macca. Yeah.
Second row, very nice.
Yeah, who's just been pit by with a 52. Well done. Baggins had a bit of a shocker there, actually. He's 2 seconds off.
There it is.
Lucky. Oh, he's still a second off though. Like Troy has put in a fight in a hot one there, but we got ZD coming across the line now. Oh wow, ZD's had a bit of a shocker as well with a 1.5 off the pace.
Straws had a crash up the back earlier too.
Yeah,
he's spinning around again.
Sorry, he's just looped it again there as well, so unfortunate. Maybe the Corvette is identifying as a Lambo at the moment, but it doesn't seem to be playing ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. So we've got Gimp floating around as well. Not sure if
yeah, he's...
No, he's waited there the whole race.
Yeah, so he will be starting from the back.
That's unfortunate, Gimp. I'm feeling for you, mate. Not an easy one to drive.
No, I struggled with it big time in the first half of the season. I'm glad I didn't have a track like this to have to try and navigate around with it. So.
Alrighty, race 2, 8 laps. No pit stops again, so all-out sprint. Do you think the medium tyres, or actually both of you will have relative experience with this, do the medium tyres hold on better than the softs over 8 laps? So you do have that extra lap to go. And, how do you find the mediums?
I'll leave that up to Mr. Drifter. He knows.
Well, actually, yeah, to say to that point, I actually done well probably to lap 7. Yep. And unfortunately, I was too busy in a battle with Untouchables and burnt my tyres out, so I ended up totally wrecked for the last lap. So, but at the end of the day, I think they do hold on a lot better. But you can pretty much just give it to it for the whole race and have a good run. So
I'm going to jump on with ZD here and just watch this McLaren fire off the line.
Yeah, there we go. As we've got 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are away. ZD with the launch of the century. And actually getting... Oh, Baker, he's got the launch of the century. Yeah, he's gone up the inside. Oh, Macca showing the nose there on ZD as well. ZD's showing the nose on Baker. It's all kicking off now. But, oh, Baker looked like he was going to have another crack, but stays back in 4th. That's a smart move from Baker. Don't want to do anything too silly on lap 1. But yeah, no, ZD will be very proud of that. I think that was the start he was looking for. As we got Swinger and Macca going side by side. Swinger holding it round the outside, and Spoke, he's got the run.
Yeah,
so,
Spoke with a great move on the inside of Swinger, although...
Swinger's still there, he's gonna... No, Spoke grabs him. Right, that was well done. And this is also, I think I mentioned this before, but this is Swinger's first time in Division 2. He's just a fill-in. So, for Palmer, I believe. So,
he is doing the unthinkable job of filling in for a teammate there. So, no, he's a regular Div 3 driver, I believe. So, stepping up a notch. MCDC, what's going on there?
Jeepers. Oh, wow. MCDC had a big moment, hit Baker. I don't know how they both didn't go off there, but he's somehow got away with it.
Pull up a quick replay of that. So Spoke is behind MCDC, Baker's in front. Plenty of space either way. I can't make sense of that one. It looked like there was just a whole bunch of no inputs from MCDC, but yeah, there were no brake lights or anything, so I'm actually going to put that down to a bit of internet dramas, to be honest with you. So yeah, we'll see what stewards have to think of that if it does get recorded.
I'd say that that's what it was.
Baggins off.
Yeah, cause
my background as well. Gimp trying to make up the position.
Yeah, which he does. But mate, the big winner out of lap 1 is Troy, who's found 2 seconds on the field. So he seems to be an absolute weapon on those mediums.
Yeah, he seems to really enjoy them.
Yeah. Well, he did a time, what was that, a 16.5, which would have been good for about 5th or something in Div 1. That's pretty rapid.
Yeah, wow.
Definitely.
Yeah, in qualifying, so that's, really good stuff. But yeah, I might jump on board with ZD a little minute. He might be looking pretty racy on Lucky here. Let's see if he can make a move or see what happens here. These guys have been big championship rivals this season. They've had some ding-dong battles, and it's actually coming down to the wire quite nicely for these last 3 rounds. ZD just ducks to the inside.
I thought that was a move for a second.
Close, wasn't it?
I know, yeah. Lucky kind of had to back out.
Hold him there, Luck. Hold him there, Luck.
Yeah, Lucky's holding that inside. Beautiful stuff. Nothing ZD can do. But yeah, this is his signature move as he ducks to the inside as well. He loves showing the nose, ZD.
Doesn't he just? He loves the fake out. He loves putting that pressure on whoever's in front of him to just ultimately force a mistake. It's a super aggressive driving style, and look, if 9 times out of 10, it does work.
Yeah, that's it. But in this meantime, Troy has found another second on those lads. That is the only downside to battling like this. As he's made a big dive into 1. Holy moly, that was from Narnia. He's redressed that. That was pretty mental there from ZD. As they lose another second to Troy. So it looks like a battle for second now. After even those couple of little
That's just brought
little
Baker
moves.
Boy right back into the mix as well. So maybe Baker's
Yeah.
got his mediums warmed up a little bit more, and yeah, can stick with him. Spoke in fifth as well, doing really well, and is holding out a gap to Swinger and the rest of the crew behind him.
Yeah, Swinger's actually purple by 2/10. So yeah, so I reckon Swinger will be the.
Give that man a promotion.
I reckon, yeah, mate. He was born for Div 2. It's funny. He's actually Havoc's mate, and Havoc said to me, he's like, "Oh yeah, like he's always been quicker than me." So he brought him into wheel to wheel, and then he's like, "Oh, I can be quicker than him for once." And yeah, and DJ Swinger's quickly adapted, and and he's on the ball already. He doesn't muck around. He's learnt pretty quick.
While we've been talking, ZD's just jumped in front of Lucky there with it over at the Banky Boy.
Yeah.
See if I can go back far enough for a quick replay on this too. ZD had well and truly created an overlap by the braking zone. Yeah, almost a crisscross from Lucky, but no, very good spot, Arms.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite thankful that Swinger actually, he is actually racing in reserves actually this year, so he's doing a great job stepping up there and filling in. Because I think he's probably a bit too quick for us in Div 3 at the moment, the way the pace he's showing anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, ZD has made the most of that move, and he's pulled out a quick second gap out to Lucky, which is pretty nicely done. ZD seems to be finding a heap of pace in that thing. I was talking to Lucky earlier. He's saying that the bug isn't the greatest here, and yeah, he's just going to try and make the most of what he's got, which is what he's doing right now. It's quite good stuff.
Spoke ultimately being able to hang on to Baker Boy here, and as Baker Boy looks like he's making ever so slight inroads into Luck, so sort of it was about roughly a second before, and it's now dropped under. Just jumped a little bit higher of a gap between Baker and Luck through the S's, but it'll be interesting to see if Baker could bring that in and make that onto the podium to race finish.
Well, I found tonight in the Alpha that it actually slipstreams really well behind that Ferrari, except that Ferrari's just got a little bit extra top end speed on it. But by the end of the race, the tyres seem to wear a lot harder on that Fezzer, and then the Alpha sort of comes into its own. So wouldn't be surprised if Spoke plays a patient game and see where he goes towards the end. So.
Yeah, agreed. Incredibly smart racer with Spoke. He always is generally cool, calm and collected, but always smart. So keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I couldn't say that to him. He'd get a big head to me. So. But you are right.
Yeah. Between you, me and the fence post, he's alright.
Looks like the rest of the field is actually really close. Palmer, MCDC, actually race 1 winner, dropping down to 9th. Maybe the Super is really not loving those mediums. Looks like Palmer's making a dive up the inside. Porsche, fantastic under brakes. Wow, MCDC actually holds it on the outside there. Euthrolic looking to come a bit of a gutser through the turn 1-2 complex as well.
Yeah, and this is all helping Gimp as well. He's all raging up the back of this pack with Baggins and... Oh no, Baggins has gone off. Oh no. It's just, yeah, he's just got on the power too early there. That's super unfortunate for him.
Something that's so easy to do. I was going to jump on for a replay because I am overly curious. He's kept it clean so far on the right-hand side. He's almost made a dive on Palmer there. And yeah, strange bit of power on oversteer. Just doesn't want to stay in a straight line by the looks of it. Plenty of torque from the Merc though, so again, easily done.
The Merc tends to do that a fair bit. It's got a lot of low down torque. So yeah, it is a little bit sketchy out of the slower stuff. But yeah, I'm just looking at the pack. We've kind of it's kind of been a little bit broken up since that. So there's a pack from 7th down to 11th, which is everyone just kind of hanging in together, and then from 2nd all the way down to 6th as well. So a couple of little packs forming there. Actually, ZD's kind of made a little bit of a breakaway, the Lucky as well. Yeah, Lucky just doesn't quite have the pace in that bug.
At least not on mediums. He seemed to do pretty well in race 1 with the softs, but he's got Baker Boy for plenty of company at the moment. So a couple of laps to go. Baker's not got a great deal of time to be able to get a move done. He's sort of been hovering around that 6 to 8 tenths for quite some time. So if he wants to make a move, it's got to be quick.
Yeah, that's it. And, that Ferrari isn't the greatest in a straight line, I think.
No, I think everyone's been complaining about the tyres on it most of the week, mate. But they seem to be looking all right just at the moment. But I know Baker did make a mistake on the previous lap, so he actually made quite a lot of that back up during that lap. And let's see if he can reset and go again. But looks like MCDC is starting to hassle Big Red Ralph.
Yeah, nice bit of a battle pack forming there, Armands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Macca's raged up to the back, diving to the inside, makes it work.
Look at that overspeed with the Super on the Macca. That's impressive. I thought that's the NSX.
Yeah,
no, that makes sense.
No, they look a bit similar with the same paint job on it, so I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of Adam V10's work there. They've come up quite well.
I've always loved these liveries.
It's a cracker of a livery, that one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it looks like MCDC is making a break for it now. 1.5 seconds on Big Red. Going this way back to Palmer. Do you think Palmer's got a move in him? Take that 8th position off of Ralph?
Yeah, I think he probably will.
What are they?
Yeah,
what are
maybe.
Almonds, have you got that info for?
Yeah, Big Red Ralph's probably got slightly more worn tyres than Palmer. But saying that, Big Red Ralph is obviously still filling in. He's normally a Div 3 driver, and cracking job. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been saying it for quite some time now, but the divs have really condensed in the sense of driver. Like the difference between the top of say Div 1 and the bottom of Div 2 is actually really, really close these days. Yeah, same applies to Div 2 to Div 3. So top of Div 2, bottom of Div 3 is a much tighter gap. So you do see good battles such as this.
Oh no!
I see Ralph getting it all kinds of wrong. Mate, I don't know how he held that. That was an absolute nightmare.
And then Gran Turismo gives him a half a second penalty for track.
Yeah, for defying physics.
Yeah.
and doing well.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on for a replay of that because that was impressive.
It's well controlled, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was just caught a little bit of that snap oversteer that those mid-rear engine cars are favoured for, and yeah. By the letter of the law, Gran Turismo takes no prisoners. Half a second penalty for Big Red.
Yeah. But I expect nothing less from the big fella. Honestly, he's been doing quite well recently. So jumping up into Div 2, he's doing a cracking job.
So luck seems to be hanging on to ZD now. I wonder if there's a bit of a tyre difference there, but seems Baker Boy's dropped off by a good couple of seconds now as well.
Tyres are pretty equal on both of those cars. It's a fuel difference, but not that it'll make any difference now. It's on the last lap. But interesting to see how they go on the next race, actually, when a bit more strategies
can we jump on board with ZD for a replay?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not entirely sure what's happened to him. I think he had a bit of a mistake. Go back as far as you can.
Yeah, as far as we can. He's coming through the second complex of corners, the right-hander towards the sort of first straight. Nothing untoward so far, but yeah, the gap between Lucky and ZD is definitely closer. So might have
right. No,
what we could see.
Yeah, because it did close down there for because it was out to about 2 seconds, and now it's closed right up. So Lucky has half a sniff here, but it's still 6/10, which is a fair bit of an ask.
Final lap pressure getting to ZD maybe.
Yeah, maybe just made a little mistake. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't see it.
Actually, looking at his
Spoke's going slowly. Actually, what's happened with Spoke? See if we can find a replay on him.
Let's see what's going on with Spoke. Jump back a little bit. Caught the very end of it. All I've seen is him in the grass and the tyre barrier. So that little Alpha may have just given him a bit of a bite through the quick sort of chicane just after the S's. So damage to the front end, damage to the front right. That's the end.
We'll jump back up to the front as Troy comes across the line for an absolute flawless race to take out race 2. And ZD comes across the line in second with a nice move on Lucky there for third. And Baker Boy for a solid 4th. DJ Swinger, being the absolute super sub that he is, comes across the line in P5. Macca in 6th. Palmer 7th. Gimpman, nice result there, P8 after a bit of an unlucky one last race. Big Red Ralph across the line in 9th. Spoke comes over the line in 10th after a bit of a mishap I didn't quite see. Baggins 11th, and then Uthrolic rounds out the field with P12. So,
Troy.
there we have it.
Troy taking an absolute smattering of 8 seconds between himself and second place. So impressive drive. That GTR seems to work on the mediums, and he has it hooked up. So might be a bit of a force to be reckoned with in race 3. On that topic, gentlemen, what is the format for third race?
Yeah, race 3 is 13 laps, softs. I think you can choose any tyre, but I think the tyre is softs that everyone will be on. And it's pretty much a one-stop race, but depending on where you take that pit stop can make a big difference in your race.
Yeah, very true.
Do you feel the undercut would be strong here? Like track position, we've been shown to be pretty strong. So is that a thing?
It's not the most important thing, but undercuts work way better. But just because of the tyre life. If you've got rubbish tyres, it really hurts you, especially through those fast sweepers.
Yeah, depending on cars, like with the Alpha, I had to get to my 6th lap to make sure the next 7 I could do quite easily. 7 laps on softs on the Alpha, like you chew those tyres right down to nothing. So, obviously taking them on the second stint with lighter fuel load, we get to the end a lot easier and you'll be a lot more competitive. So, I dare say there'll be a couple of different strategies. Maybe an 8 and 5 in there. Not sure. Or 5 and 8, I mean, the other way around.
Yeah, a lot of fuel load. Do you think we'll get 8 laps out of a set?
Yeah, definitely can. Definitely can.
Something I might bring up from the last race. I think people sometimes forget that if you have a big battle with someone, especially early on in the race, it can really hinder the position, like we saw with ZD and Lucky, as ZD had a bit of a good battle with Lucky, and just dropped Troy so easily. Like Troy just disappeared. But maybe that was a little bit strategic from ZD, trying to just make sure Lucky had no chance of a win, and try and keep him in 3rd place or 2nd place as the best he could do. So there's a couple of ways to look at it. But yeah, just a bit of a takeaway.
Do we take this opportunity to run a few ads there for our well-valued sponsors? We've got them there now.
Yeah, let's run them through for a second time. We'll give them a little bit more exposure. We'll be back with everyone in just a short moment.
I'm a gamer,
a foodie, a boss lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy,
Outspoken.
I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
Is the same. But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
Dog walking.
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
Let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
And we are back. Thank you very much to our lovely sponsors here at Wheel to Wheel. Without you guys, we can't do what we do week in and week out. So we are about to start race 3. The final race of the night is a 13 lapper, and we might get them underway, Mr. Armins. Fire away.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting one, this quali. It's 5 minutes. It still doesn't give you much time, so you really got to get out there and you know, obviously warm those tyres up, and you really get a one-lap shot at it anyway. So there's a little bit of time left over. So good process. But who you putting your money on this one, Goat? Because I reckon you can't take Troy because I've got him already. Okay.
Okay, right. Yeah. Well, hang on. Yeah, no, that's fine. I might go left field here. All right, I'm gonna go super left field. Okay, and I'm gonna go with Mr. Swinger. All right, with the fill-in drive. Right, wouldn't it just be the absolute dream headline? You know,
absolute fairy tale story.
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, DJ Swinger takes pole.
I'll back that.
In
I
race
like
3.
that idea.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with. That Ford GT is an absolute machine in a straight line, so he just has to nurse it around the corners and open it up on the straights.
Large American car by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but that will require, I think, ZD and a few lads to have shockers, so that's what I'm praying for.
Oh look, anything can and generally does happen. So look,
Yeah.
Stars line, Swinger, put it on the front row, if not pole.
That's it, mate. That is it.
No pressure, mate. No pressure at all for you, brother.
But pole.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Need pole.
He's got it. I have faith.
Pole. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I live in land of reality, and
wow.
I've still got me money
How
on
dare
Troy.
you.
Sorry, Swinger.
Dreamland is far more entertaining there, Arms.
For sure.
Wow. Well.
So Troy, maybe that's his tactic, or you can see his left indicator on this time. I think last race it was right indicator. So
Yeah. Maybe this one's a bit luckier.
Yeah.
So he's going this side again.
I mean, he won race 2. I wouldn't be changing it.
He made it work. Yes.
Big Mad Ralph seems to be awfully close to Troy through that complex corners as well. So maybe they're just trying to jostle for some clean air, and set themselves up for their hot lap.
Yeah. So they're all firing it into their first lap here. You know what? We're going to go on board with Swinger for his pole lap here. Coming into turn 1, look out, in the Ford GT, smashes it down the gears into second. At first actually, look out. And then smacks that apex, beautiful, lovely through turn 2. This is looking like a pole lap already. Migrates over to the right hand side, little feather through the left hander. Oh, gathers it back up. No, this is it. Almonds, you should be sweating buckets, mate. This is a lap. Firing it down the first little straight here, all the way over the left hand side, no room. Backs it down to second gear, late apex on the power, mate. This is it. This is the pole lap. Let me tell you. He's coming up to the S's that lead him onto the back straight, braking once, down to third gear. He's actually nailed it. It might be a little feather here. Yep, beautiful stuff. No, and now this thing is gonna absolutely take off down this straight. Look at it go. Yep, thundering down the hill now, up into 6th gear. He's gonna brake super late, braking uphill, an uphill braking zone here. Just clips that apex, gets it rotated, nicely done. Back on the power, and then another straight line little GT40 bit here that it'll love. Just imagine it's reeling in all the ZDs and the Baggins of this world, and then thundering down the gears into 3rd, tips it in. Beautiful stuff. Second application of brakes through the second part of this right hander, and migrating over to the right hand side. We've got Baggins with a 55.9. Troy's actually got it with a 55.7 as Mr. Swinger comes out of the last corner.
Luck goes pole with
55.
Gonna take it.
Oh no, he's mucked it. Oh no, 56.9. It's still a decent lap, but
bloody good lap though. Bloody good lap.
Incredibly smooth driving. Nails every apex. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that was good. Great.
And that
great
GT,
stuff.
you really do have to drop it down that extra gear to get the turn in it, and that's one disadvantage. But cracking lap.
He's got it figured out. Luck takes pole off of your
absolute
favourite there, with Troy. So he's taking out second place. Still very, very fancy. But ZD just 1/100th off of Troy's time there. So I'm sure he will be in a great spot come race start.
Yeah.
And it looks like everyone is set and done. The rest of the field is all lined up. Spoke sitting pretty respectable there in 5th as well. And actually, I think we've got some surprise driving from there. MCDC down in 9th. Would have expected him a little bit higher given his race 1 finish, but who knows? Maybe he's playing a long game and we'll be able to. He's pulling a me in the sense of can't qualify worth a damn and is able to make it up in a race.
A bit disappointing from Bacon Boy too, but you know I've learned to expect that over this season. So.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, he's always pretty disappointing, Baker. Always puts
we love your old
frown
fella
on my face. Anyway, we will kick this off before Baker leaves. And
actually Palmer and Spokes, they're incredibly close as well, circa sort of 5-ish 100ths there, so that's pretty impressive.
All right, who are we going to go on board with through off the start? Actually, we'd have to go Baker, wouldn't we?
Since I've picked on him, we better have a look at it.
Yeah, better have a look at see what he's doing so wrong. So
no pressure, mate.
Off the 4th row here, with 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and a 5 lights. The revs are rising, and we are away. Spokes jumped it, but he's just avoided that. And he's got the lovely hole through this into turn 1 here. Gives ZD a little bump, which bumps Troy. And Troy's just kind of migrate in front of Baggins, and Baggins kind of had nowhere to go. Bagnan's redressed it. Beautiful stuff. Lovely work. And Uthrolic's the big winner out of that. I don't know how he's managed to get 4th, but he's there. Oh, Swinger giving Baggins a bit of a touch up there as well.
We just had Spoke getting spun around as well. Gitman lost his braking.
So
He's in 11th.
easily done. I feel painful doing this to you, Spoke, but I'm jumping on for a replay. They're all nose to tail, and actually it looks like MCDC was the one who's just unfortunately missed his braking marker and has only just tagged the back left-hand corner, the back right-hand corner, sorry, broken Spoke's little alpha there. So all she wrote, enough to turn him around, but MCDC's done full redress and is now following behind Spoke.
It's what happens when they're in a big Congo line like at a swingers party. So, can't do much about it.
On the topic of Swinger,
where
is he? 6? 6.
He's 6, mate. He's looking at this pack.
Consistent, isn't he?
Yeah, this battle for 4th here is Baggins trying the long way round, which isn't working on Uthrolic. But Swinger's got the run on Baggins. Not going to do anything with it though. He's got a cool head on him, Baggins. He knows what to do.
Yeah, displaying a high racing IQ, which is really impressive. It's good to see.
Yeah, no, really solid driver. Just for starting at the start of this season as well, he's doing a cracking job.
Well, I've got to give Swinger a shout out, and hopefully in the off season he can teach Havoc how to race.
Yeah.
So it'd be very nice if you do that for us, mate.
Mate, Havoc would be crying listening to this.
We love him.
Yeah.
All good fun and games.
But yeah,
Exactly
serious,
right.
if you're free, Swinger, be greatly appreciated, mate. 'Cause I've tried.
Just swing on by Havoc's place. And
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's what he does. But I might migrate up to this this battle for the lead actually, with ZD nearly binning it, just hanging on, which is all he needs to do, but a little bit scary.
Swinger just made a spot on Baggins.
Oh yeah, no, lovely stuff.
Palmer's-
Baggins, yeah, Baggins just hanging on to 6th there. So hang on, we'll go back on with Swinger.
A replay
yeah,
queued
watch.
of the overtake, so we'll jump back in just a short moment.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, watch this GTR down this straight on Uthrolic. It's 4/10 at the start of it. It's closing down to 3, nearly, yeah, a 10th in the braking zone. Because everyone's there, we're all all closing right up there.
I love to see it every single time, how there's 3 or 4 cars nose to tail and they all take different lines. They all end up back nose to tail straight after the corner. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty good level of driving when you can do that, that's for sure.
Yeah, Baggins is all over the back of Swinger. He's looking for anything to give him that edge on the inside of a corner somewhere. But we've also got Palmer there and Baker Boy waiting for any kind of mistake or mishap from any of these lads. Just Baggins close right at the back of Swinger there. That was very close. Very, very close. Putting his signature on the back of Swinger's car there. But this is, just great racing from these lads. Driving in a pack like this. We've got Swinger as well, closing up to the back of Uthrolic. It's just the straight lines is this GT40. It just absolutely loves them. Oh, as he gets a bit of a bump from Palmer who passed Baggins there. That was pretty nice. And Uthrolic and Swinger are side by side through the S's. That's going to back up Palmer into Baggins again.
This feels like it's the last lap and we're only just getting started.
It is, yeah. It's lap 3. Yeah. Feel bad for Palmer here. He's right behind Swinger, but that GT40 is just going to wind up and just disappear. nothing Palmer can do about it. Yeah, if you wanted to try out that replay now.
Yeah, actually, that's
Cap, if you've still got it.
Slightly off, but yeah, Swinger, there he is. So it looks like the real Bagans has just shot a little bit wide on the late apex right-hander after the first sort of downhill straight, and yeah, has just been able to swoop on by and said thank you very much, moved up as well.
Beautiful stuff. As the battle for fourth is still raging, everyone closing right up. We got Baker going for a move on Baggins here, who's trying to show the nose, and he does it. I think Baggins broke way too early there. I think he's done he's broken 50 metres too early.
Turn one. Who's that? MCDC.
Who's that?
Yeah, MCDC's just shot to 12.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. I'm just going to pull up a replay. Let's see what happens. MCDC all fine and well down the start-finish straight. And... yeah. Unsure what happened there, but either way, he had to take evasive action, shoot to the inside of the two drivers in front of him. And luckily avoided collateral damage with I think, Ralph and Spoke. And yeah, unfortunately...
Oh no, Palmer's around. Palmer's around in 7th, 8th now. He just lost it in the S's.
So easy to do, especially in that Porsche mid-rear. Let's pull up another replay. Much as he won't want to watch it back, we are interested. He's coming into the S's, keeps it clean through the left-hander, and then it just... yeah, took a little bit of a harsh flick from the left to the right-hander, combined with a little bit too much curb, and that's all she wrote. Span him round.
Yeah, we might jump on board with battle for first, actually, as ZD's closed right up to the back of ZD. I mean, sorry.
ZD's closed up to ZD, there we go.
Yeah, no, lucky. Yeah,
you're right.
When ZD closes up on himself.
I know ZD's a pretty boy, but, you know, he probably doesn't want to do that.
No, probably not.
Oh, he's going for a dive. Oh, that's scary.
Still good car control to stop in time, wasn't it?
I don't know how he does it every time.
Also, I think we missed it somewhere, but Swinger has found P4 on Euthrolics.
He has too.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up a replay, seeing as it's my favourite button
at
the moment. No,
give it a crack.
He's already in fourth.
Yeah, I just caught on to that one. That must have happened a little while ago, but yeah, Lucky is gonna have to defend for his life here with ZD behind him.
So you mentioned before, Armins, lap 5 might be the kickstarter of pit stops. Do you think we'll see either of our leaders in this lap?
I think it's got to be the guys. Well, look, yeah, there could be a game for ZD to do it. Quickly let Lucky to keep going and quickly jump back out, jump in the pits without him knowing. But you know, he obviously could get a game there. But knowing ZD, he'll probably just keep pushing and being right up behind him. So as he makes a little mistake there.
Yeah, that's going to bring Troy right into it. Your favourite little fella. Oh, Troy kind of backs out of that. Yeah, it's so hard to go for a move there. No, but ZD had an absolute banger of a run and just closed and then just hit ZD Lucky in the ass because Lucky put the car in the right spot.
Yeah, great defensive driving from Lucky and super aware as well. So we've passed the pits. It doesn't look, or we're just about to pass the pits. Sorry, it doesn't look like any of these top 3 are jumping in. But they have got a massive breakaway on Swinger, 11.6 seconds. Understandably, Swinger's had to battle some positions to get up into 4th, and he's doing fantastically. But nearly 12 seconds that's huge.
Yeah. As Baker's going for a move, I think, on Euthrolic, thinks better of it. Yeah, but
Spoke's up there, Yep.
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, Gimp Man's off on turn 2. He just ran straight off the wide.
That's a shame. He's just gone a little bit deep into there, and that's
Lambo takes no prisoners.
Yeah, definitely does. But yeah, lucky. From that run out of NASCAR, it's kind of been pretty ideal for him. Yeah, it's just getting that bump from ZD.
Baker's making a run on straw here. Just to start the S's, he just made the move.
Yeah, lovely stuff there.
Missed that one just quickly, good spot. So I'll pull up a replay quickly. The S's then nose to tail. Sorry, lead up to the S's now, nose to tail. Baker Boy on the inside with prime track position. Gets it done under braking. The throttle straw, not fighting it too hard, understanding that it's better to play the longer. So, great spot.
And Straw's tyres are actually, very well worn in comparison to Baker's too, so...
Interesting, the Fezzer I didn't think was too well known for its tyre wear, so maybe Baker Boy's doing some whispering and playing some long game here. So lap 6, any hedges for bets on who might pit?
I'd expect
Baker will be in for
everyone
sure.
to come in.
Honestly. ZD, Troy.
There's the first 3.
Yeah,
we're not going to see every single driver into pits. Maybe.
I'd nearly bet money on it.
Do you need fuel?
No, I wouldn't bet money on it.
No, you wouldn't, because your favourite man is hanging out for another lap.
Yeah, look,
one lap.
for the win.
One lap as
for the win.
As the
look
lead,
out.
where he's going to stay.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. He's got Lucky, ZD, Trollic coming out of the pits. It is a little bit, I didn't mention this, but it is a bit of a fuel-saving game. So ideally you don't want to put any fuel in it.
Just a tyre stop.
And, and just a tyre stop. Oh, so we got Troy just hit you.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Lucky, very lucky, in the sense of being able to hold his position. But they're now going to be held up by a swinger here.
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah, it's just going to open a door for ZD. I can see a send-up coming. Swinger going super defensive. He wants to be able to stamp his mark on Div 2.
He does too, yeah. And Lucky's gone around the outside. That's perfect.
ZD jumped in there.
Oh, what?
What happened there?
Lucky, it just snapped to the left for him. That is so weird.
Too far back. Let's jump up on the replay. Let's see if we can go on board with him quickly. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, just a snap bit of overst. I didn't see any contact, but unfortunately has ended up in the wall. That's just destroyed his race for contention at the top end of town.
That's such a shame for Lucky. He was in a really good spot there. I think he was on for the win. But yeah, that's a real shame. That is going to sting for him and the championship. Yeah, that's so weird.
Finds himself a pit stop ahead of DJ Swinger there with 1.2 second gap. He's now going to be able to breathe relatively easy. Troy's still trying to find a way past Swinger. Swinger's surely going to be in this lap. Yep.
Yeah.
He sticks it to the left. So Troy now has 2 seconds to gain on ZD. I reckon this might be on in circa 3 to 4 laps.
Yeah, that has killed Troy's and Lucky's race, really. Swinger. But yeah, that's racing. He's got a right to be there and go out for that extra lap.
Still for position. Yeah. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, bit unfortunate.
Reasonable recovery though. Yeah, he's 6.7 seconds off of Troy now, but he's still in 3rd place. Put Troy and ZD in the same corner. They're going to do hard battle. Look, don't count him out just yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. This is Div 2.
It's racing.
Anything could happen.
Oh yeah. Spoke doing well, holding up 6 there, chasing down the real wagons under a second, so he's going to get plenty of slipstream there. And that Alpha is a rocket in a straight line, so back straight there should be able to close in a little bit. Looking like plenty of curb is being taken by the wagons there without getting a track limit penalty. Give me some detail there, gentlemen. Is that the case? You can obviously liberally apply some ripple strip usage.
Yeah, there's a lot of the track that you can really take advantage of a really good cut across a curb, that's for sure. I've only found probably that last corner coming onto the straight. That's the only spot I got any penalties today. And it was only a half a second one. That was my own fault. I cut too early, and is what it is. You pay the penalty for sure.
Yeah. As far as you've got wheels on the curb, you should be right. There's 2 wheels on the curb is fine. So whatever that looks like, you can take that as wildly as you want.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like we saw with Lucky, it is a bit risky. There is a strip of grass on that one that Lucky was on. That left-hander.
What happened to Troy there?
Troy's
just had a bit of a...
Oh yeah, he's dropped 5.1 seconds now to ZD. Let's see if I can bring anything up on replay. Yeah, just a little bit too eager on the power out of what I think is turn 2. Yes, turn 2.
Yeah.
Not a full spin, but yeah, big old oversteer moment, and had to correct and get on as well.
Yeah, he's down 3.6 seconds on this lap already.
See, don't count Lucky out just yet.
That's it, mate.
I'll still back my mate Troy that I've never spoken to. So.
You've never spoken to. Yeah.
It's funny. We've just done quite a few streams of Div 2 now, and we seem to, you seem to like a few of the drivers on the way.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Troy has always been a fast driver, and unfortunate. I've seen some incidents with him where he's just mistakes by his own power or whatever car he might be driving, but has always shown a very quick pace and reasonably high racing IQ as well. So it's good to see him at the top end of town.
Yeah, true. He's very good over a lap, Troy. He's always been quite gifted to pull one lap out. But I think over a race pace, he just he kind of he fades a little bit over a race. But don't hold that against him. Like we've all got kryptonite, you know. We'll get our little weaknesses, but
come on, mate.
He's over.
You're still young and can concentrate, go.
Just wait until you can't see anymore. Anyway, couple positions further back, we've got a yellow flag for somebody who I'm not sure it is yet, but Baker Boy has made it past the real Bagans by the looks of it. Yellow flag is still out.
No, it's Gimp, man.
Gimp having it.
Gotcha.
Bit of a shocker there, letting the field go. Cracking job, Gimp.
So Baker Boy, I believe, has jumped a position on real Baggins, and it looks like Spoke is actually closing a little bit as well. So maybe the TDR boys have figured out their tyres and come alive towards the end of the race.
Yeah, that's it. I might say Troy is setting the world alight at the moment with his purple laps. He's like about 3 or 4 tenths up at the moment.
Wow.
ZD's just hanging around a 56, 55, but Troy's on for a 54 at the moment. He's really, really chasing down ZD at a rate of knots. So he's not happy with that little hiccup he had, and he's really gonna do the best he can for these last remaining 3 laps.
I'm actually a fan of this race structure as well, in the sense of sprint, and a little bit of a longer race. It gets everyone into a groove, and you have to start to play a bit more of a strategy game with race 3. You mentioned before that the drivers have to fuel save or conserve their fuel just a little bit. Spot on, 54.8.
Yeah, there you go. So he's a man on a mission at the moment. If he keeps going at that pace, he might even catch up back to ZD here. So look out, Almonds. Mate, your man is on fire. He's on for a win.
He's on.
Never count him out, mate. Never count him out.
Yeah. Never count him out. It all takes a little mistake from Mr. ZD. Although ZD's found 2 turns purple, so he might just be putting the hammer down, seeing that time. So
purple lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spoke seems to be closing in a little bit more on Baggins. Last couple of laps might be something going there if Baggins is using the most of his tyre. The AMG tends to be pretty heavy on them, I thought.
Spoke just went 4/10 purple on that first sector, so.
Wow, so you're telling me Troy could go quicker if that's Troy's 54 with a subpar first sector. Yeah, wow. Or Spoke is just super quick. I'm going to go with that. Spoke is just super quick. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I find that Alpha's pretty quick in that first sector. It's funny how all different cars are reacting differently in sector 1, 2 and 3. The Alpha seems to be a bit slower in the second sector and then comes home strong in the last sector as well. So.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's reeling in Baggins.
Battle for 7th. So MCDC has made his way back through the field with the earlier race dramas and is now closing in on Swinger. And last couple of laps, I'm not sure on the pace difference there or the tyre wear if MCDC is able to make a move.
Yeah, it's MCDC's gonna. Yeah, he's got the work cut out for him really, because that GT40 is an absolute weapon in a straight line. But so Macca, he's gonna have to try and put it down the inside, which is what he's just tried to do there. Didn't quite pull it off. But yeah, he's gonna have to go for an opportunistic move somewhere in a twisty section. Because down the straight, I don't know if he'll get close enough. But yeah, it's all closing up now. So yeah, he might even have a crack up in this at Big Banky Boy if he gets close enough.
Maybe. I'm just going to jump back up. I think Spoke is getting. Why, he's sort of making inroads still on Baggins. Just going to watch him down this back straight real quick. Plenty of slipstream, plenty of power. The Alpha is quick in the straight line. 5/10, 4/10. If he breaks late, he might have a shot. Nothing going yet. Otherwise, the rest of the field seems to be pretty well found in their groove.
Yeah, everyone seems to be finding their little pace there and just nestling into the race. And only, I think the lads are on their final lap now, with ZD out to a 4-second lead just about, and Lucky 5 seconds off the back of Troy. So I think things are gonna stay the same unless something completely catastrophic will happen. They all seem to be alright on fuel. If anything, Baker might be a bit low. But Baker might have a little bit of
Should
saving.
break 1 lap.
Yeah.
He'll have to save a little bit, but I think he'll be alright.
Yeah,
he's actually managed to keep his tyres in half decent condition. So.
Yeah. No, he's done well. Compared to Baggins, it's yeah, really good effort.
We got MCDC still nose to tail with Swinger. Swinger's being able to hold him off thus far. What are their tyres like?
The Swinger has got really good rears. His fronts are dying. Macca's tyres are like nearly completely dead. Front left is nearly dead, like a repeat of race 1. But yeah, he's gonna have to try and bust a move. I don't know if he's close enough because that GD40 just might disappear on this straight, even against the Supra. Like the Supra is a weapon as well, but yeah, I think he's gonna hold it if he
Swinger should have better turn.
Made a bit of a hash of that
Back up
though.
the front, ZD coming around the last corner now. 3-second lead on Troy. He's played his cards correctly and has been able to take out a race 3 win. You can tell he's super happy with it. Troy coming across the line just a couple of seconds behind ZD with a great recovery after some first lap dramas. Lucky mid-race dramas holding down third place. He had a substantial lead on the rest of the field, but unfortunately he wasn't up there for a race win. Baker Boy, very good result for Baker Boy up in 4th. Real Baggins in 5th. We have Spoke rounding out in 6th, just a second off of Real Baggins, so close in the end. DJ Swinger rounding the final corner now. He's got a second lead on MCDC. Swinger 7th, MCDC 8th. We have Big Red Ralph closely followed by Palmer. Anything going on in the last corner? Not just yet. Big Red Ralph gone across the line, holding out 9th position with Palmer in 10th.
Yeah, and then we've got Euthrolik just about to round the last corner with Gimp close behind him. I think Euthrolik's out of fuel, is he? No? He's alright.
Yeah, no, just pushing Gimp across the line maybe. Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing there. He's making him do it.
Teammate stuff.
He's making him... I think he's... yeah, stirring him up.
Yeah. So, cracking race from ZD there. Didn't really put a foot wrong. Got the move done on Lucky and... oh, well, no. Lucky kind of did the move himself. And that was a really weird one, actually. I'm still confused about it. But, yeah, the seas parted for him and takes out race 3.
Yeah, Troy with that 54.8 gets the fastest lap. Super impressive, and yeah, unfortunate just for a couple of little moments there. Troy cost himself about 3.5, if not more, seconds on one of his laps there with his turn 2 exit mishap. So definitely could have been on for a race win, or at least a bit more of a battle with ZD. So look, the cards fell the way they fell. ZD race win, Troy in 2nd, Luck in 3rd.
That's it.
And all I needed to do was give Baker Boy a bit of a stir up before the race, and he decided to want to actually have a crack that race and come in 4th. So
yeah,
pretty happy with him.
Great result. Maybe we need to give Baker Boy some more grief in future. Give him a bit of a rev up before he revs his engine up.
Yeah, it's something I can get behind.
Very good. Thank you for joining me here tonight, gentlemen. We'll wrap things up as for round 16 here at Wheel to Wheel Racing. Next week, actually, Goat, where are we? Do you know?
Yeah, we're at, I believe, the Alsace, I think, is the track, and we're in Group 4, and that is a Group 4 enduro. So that is an hour of circulating in somewhere in France, and that is going to be a bucket load of fun, and I'll probably see you lads there.
Very nice.
Look forward to it, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks, gentlemen. Have a good night.
All right.
Thanks,
see you later.